Are some fruits actually bad for seniors? You might be eating one right now without realizing the risks. Fruits are healthy, but not all are safe for seniors. Some can cause blood sugar spikes, digestion issues, or even interfere with medications. If you're over 60, what you eat matters more than ever. In this video, you'll learn which fruits can be risky, why they affect older adults differently, and what alternatives are safer. Watch till the end. Missing even one point could mean putting your health at risk without knowing it. Pay close attention. Some of these fruits seem harmless but can cause real problems. Stick around to learn what to avoid and what to eat instead. Mangoes can spike blood sugar dangerously. Mangoes are one of the sweetest fruits, packed with vitamins and antioxidants. However, they contain a high amount of natural sugar, which can cause rapid blood sugar spikes, especially in older adults. This is a serious concern for seniors, particularly those with diabetes or insulin resistance. As metabolism slows with age, the body processes sugar differently, leading to prolonged high blood sugar levels that can contribute to long-term health issues. A study published in Diabetes Care found that older adults who experience frequent blood sugar spikes are at a higher risk of nerve damage, vision problems, and cardiovascular disease. Mangoes have a glycemic index, GI, of around 51 to 60, which means they cause a moderate to high increase in blood sugar levels. While a small portion might not be harmful, consuming large amounts regularly can put extra strain on the body's ability to regulate glucose. The problem isn't just the sugar, it's also how quickly it enters the bloodstream. Mangoes contain little fiber compared to other fruits, which means the sugar is absorbed quickly. Unlike apples or berries, which have fiber to slow digestion, mangoes lead to a rapid rise in blood sugar, followed by a crash that can leave seniors feeling fatigued and hungry again soon after eating. Henry, 72, loved eating mangoes, especially during the summer. He had been managing his type 2 diabetes well, but his doctor noticed his blood sugar levels had been creeping up. Henry hadn't changed his diet much, except for adding mangoes as a daily snack. Once he tracked his sugar levels, he realized that his blood sugar was spiking after eating mangoes. His doctor recommended switching to lower GI fruits like blueberries and pears, which helped him keep his blood sugar stable without giving up fruit entirely. If you have diabetes, prediabetes, or struggle with blood sugar control, it's important to be cautious with mangoes. Eating them occasionally in small amounts may be fine, but making them a daily habit can lead to unexpected health risks. Choosing fruits with more fiber and a lower glycemic index is a better option for maintaining stable energy levels and long-term health. Grapefruit interferes with medications. Grapefruit is a refreshing and nutrient-rich fruit, but for seniors taking certain medications, it can be dangerous. It contains natural compounds called furanocoumarins, which interfere with liver enzymes responsible for breaking down medications. This means that drugs can stay in the bloodstream longer than intended, leading to stronger effects and potential side effects. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Pharmacology found that grapefruit can increase the potency of over 85 different medications, including blood pressure drugs, cholesterol-lowering statins, and blood thinners. When these medications build up in the body instead of being metabolized properly, they can cause harmful effects. For example, grapefruit can make blood pressure medications too strong, leading to dizziness, fainting, or dangerously low blood pressure. In the case of statins, it can increase the risk of muscle pain and liver damage. One of the biggest concerns is with anticoagulants like warfarin, which are used to prevent blood clots. Grapefruit can make these drugs more potent, increasing the risk of excessive bleeding. Even a small amount of grapefruit juice can have an effect, as the compounds in grapefruit remain active in the body for up to 24 hours. Sarah, 68, had been taking medication for high cholesterol for years. She had a habit of drinking a glass of grapefruit juice every morning, thinking it was a healthy choice. Over time, she started experiencing muscle weakness and fatigue, which she initially attributed to aging. A routine checkup revealed elevated levels of her medication in her bloodstream, leading her doctor to ask about her diet. Once she stopped consuming grapefruit, her symptoms improved within weeks. If you take prescription medications, check with your doctor before consuming grapefruit or grapefruit juice. Even small amounts can lead to unintended drug interactions. Safer alternatives like oranges or apples provide similar vitamins without interfering with medication. Being mindful of this common fruit can help avoid unnecessary health risks and ensure medications work as intended. Grapefruit interferes with medications. Cherries are a delicious and nutritious fruit, but they can cause digestive issues for some seniors. They are naturally high in fructose, a type of sugar that some people have trouble digesting, especially as they age. The body's ability to break down and absorb fructose declines over time, leading to bloating, gas, and diarrhea in those who are sensitive. A study published in Gastroenterology found that fructose malabsorption is common in older adults and can cause symptoms similar to irritable bowel syndrome, IBS. This happens because unabsorbed fructose travels to the colon, where it ferments and produces gas. For seniors with already sensitive stomachs, cherries can make digestion more uncomfortable. Another issue with cherries is their fiber content. While fiber is important for digestion, eating too many cherries at once can overwhelm the gut, leading to cramps and loose stools. This is especially true for those who have slowed digestion due to aging or medications that affect gut function. Some seniors also experience acid reflux or heartburn from cherries, as they are naturally acidic and can irritate the stomach lining. Robert, 70, enjoyed snacking on cherries every evening. Over time, he noticed increased bloating and discomfort after eating them. He assumed it was just part of getting older, but after keeping track of his diet, he realized the pattern. When he reduced his cherry intake and switched to lower fructose fruits like bananas and apples, his digestion improved significantly. If you experience stomach issues after eating cherries, it may be worth limiting your intake or switching to fruits that are easier on digestion. Eating cherries in small portions and pairing them with other foods may help reduce their impact. For seniors with sensitive digestive systems, making simple dietary adjustments can improve comfort and overall gut health. Cherries can cause digestive issues. Bananas are often considered a healthy and convenient snack, but for some seniors, they can pose risks due to their high potassium content. Potassium is essential for nerve function, muscle control, and heart health, but too much can be dangerous, especially for older adults with kidney disease or those taking certain blood pressure medications. When the kidneys don't filter potassium efficiently, excess levels build up in the blood, a condition known as hyperkalemia, which can cause irregular heartbeats, muscle weakness, and even cardiac arrest in severe cases. A study published in the American Journal of Kidney Diseases found that seniors with reduced kidney function were at a higher risk of potassium overload, even from dietary sources like bananas. While younger adults can easily regulate potassium levels, older kidneys work less efficiently, making it harder to process and excrete excess amounts. This is why doctors often advise seniors with kidney issues to limit high potassium foods. Bananas also have a naturally high sugar content, which can be a concern for seniors managing diabetes or blood sugar fluctuations. Although they contain fiber, which helps slow down sugar absorption, ripe bananas have a high glycemic index, meaning they can cause a quick rise in blood sugar levels. For seniors struggling with insulin resistance, frequent spikes in blood sugar can increase fatigue and contribute to long-term metabolic problems. Margaret, 75, had been eating bananas daily for years. After a routine checkup, her doctor noticed her potassium levels were higher than normal. Since she had mild kidney disease, she was advised to cut back on bananas and opt for lower potassium fruits like apples and berries. Within a few months, her potassium levels stabilized, and she felt less muscle fatigue. For seniors with healthy kidneys and stable blood sugar, bananas can still be part of a balanced diet when eaten in moderation. However, for those at risk of high potassium or blood sugar spikes, switching to fruits with lower potassium content, such as pears or grapes, may be a safer choice. Being mindful of how your body processes nutrients can help prevent complications and maintain overall health. Bananas can cause potassium overload. Pineapple is a tropical fruit packed with vitamins, antioxidants, and digestive enzymes, but for some seniors, it can be risky. The main concern is bromelain, an enzyme found in pineapple that naturally thins the blood. While bromelain has anti-inflammatory benefits, it can be dangerous for seniors taking blood thinners like aspirin or warfarin. When combined with these medications, pineapple can increase the risk of excessive bleeding, slow blood clotting, and lead to bruising or internal bleeding. A study published in Pharmacology and Therapeutics found that bromelain enhances the effects of anticoagulant medications, making them more potent than intended. This can be a serious problem for seniors with heart conditions or those recovering from surgery, as uncontrolled bleeding can be life-threatening. Even small amounts of pineapple juice can impact how quickly blood clots, making it essential for seniors on medication to be cautious. Beyond blood thinning, pineapple is also highly acidic, which can trigger acid reflux or heartburn. Seniors with digestive issues like GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease, often find that acidic foods worsen their symptoms. The citric acid in pineapple can irritate the stomach lining, leading to discomfort, bloating, and nausea. Jim, 73, had been eating pineapple regularly while taking aspirin for heart health. Over time, he noticed more frequent bruising and occasional nosebleeds. At first, he didn't connect it to his diet, but after discussing it with his doctor, he realized the bromelain in pineapple was interacting with his medication. Once he reduced his intake, the bruising became less frequent, and he avoided any major complications. For seniors who are not on blood-thinning medications and have no issues with acid reflux, eating pineapple in moderation can still be beneficial. However, if you take medication that affects blood clotting or have a sensitive stomach, it's best to limit or avoid pineapple to prevent unnecessary health risks. Safer alternatives like melons or pears offer similar nutritional benefits without the risk of blood thinning or digestive irritation. Paying attention to how your body responds to certain foods can help you make better choices for long-term health. Pineapple can thin the blood. Too much dried fruits like raisins, apricots, figs, and dates may seem like a healthy snack, but for seniors, they come with hidden risks. The biggest concern is their concentrated sugar content. During the drying process, fruits lose water but retain all their natural sugars. This makes dried fruit much higher in sugar per serving compared to fresh fruit, which can lead to sudden blood sugar spikes, especially in seniors with diabetes or insulin resistance. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that consuming high amounts of dried fruit led to increased insulin resistance and higher blood sugar levels in older adults. While fresh fruit contains fiber and water that help slow sugar absorption, dried fruit lacks enough water to balance the sugar intake. This means eating just a handful of dried apricots or raisins can have the same sugar impact as drinking a sugary beverage. Another issue with dried fruit is the presence of sulfites, which are used as preservatives to extend shelf life and maintain color. Some people, especially seniors with asthma or respiratory issues, may experience allergic reactions to sulfites, including wheezing, headaches, and stomach discomfort. Even without sulfites, dried fruit can be difficult to digest because of its concentrated fiber, leading to bloating, gas, or constipation in those with sensitive digestive systems. Barbara, 69, often snacked on dried apricots, thinking they were a healthier alternative to sweets. Over time, she noticed more frequent blood sugar fluctuations, feeling sluggish after eating them. After discussing her diet with her doctor, she switched to whole, fresh fruits like berries and pears. Within a few weeks, her energy levels improved, and her blood sugar readings became more stable. For seniors looking for a healthy fruit option, fresh fruit is always the better choice. If dried fruit is included in the diet, it should be eaten in very small amounts and combined with protein or healthy fats, like nuts, to slow sugar absorption. Being mindful of portion sizes and choosing unsweetened, preservative-free options can help reduce the risks associated with dried fruit. Making small adjustments like these can improve overall health and prevent unexpected complications. Dried fruits contain hidden sugars. Unripe papaya can be harsh on the digestive system, especially for seniors with sensitive stomachs or acid reflux. While ripe papaya is known for its digestive benefits, the unripe version contains high levels of latex-like compounds and strong enzymes that can cause irritation in the stomach and intestines. These compounds, particularly papain, help break down proteins but can also be too aggressive for an aging digestive system, leading to bloating, stomach cramps, and discomfort. A study published in Digestive Diseases and Sciences found that papain, the main enzyme in papaya, can irritate the stomach lining in people with acid reflux, gastritis, or ulcers. This irritation can lead to acid overproduction, worsening heartburn and making digestion more difficult. Seniors who already experience digestive sensitivity should be cautious when eating unripe or semi-ripe papaya. Another risk of unripe papaya is its effect on the esophagus. The enzymes in green papaya can weaken the lower esophageal sphincter, the muscle that prevents stomach acid from rising back up. This can make acid reflux symptoms worse, leading to discomfort, especially after meals. Even for those without reflux, consuming too much unripe papaya can cause mild digestive distress, including nausea and diarrhea. Paul, 71, had been eating unripe papaya in salads, believing it was good for digestion. Over time, he started experiencing more frequent heartburn and stomach pain. At first, he thought it was due to other foods in his diet, but after eliminating unripe papaya, his symptoms improved within a few days. His doctor later confirmed that the strong enzymes in green papaya were likely irritating his digestive tract. For seniors with sensitive digestion, sticking to fully ripe papaya is a safer option. Ripe papaya contains softer enzymes that aid digestion without causing irritation. If unripe papaya is consumed, it should be in small amounts and paired with other foods to reduce its harsh effects. Being mindful of how certain fruits affect digestion can help maintain gut health and avoid unnecessary discomfort. Making small dietary adjustments can lead to better digestion and overall well-being. Unripe papaya can be hard on digestion. Persimmons may seem like a harmless and nutritious fruit, but for seniors, they can cause serious digestive problems. The main concern is their high tannin content, which can slow down digestion and, in some cases, lead to stomach blockages. Tannins are natural compounds that give persimmons their slightly bitter taste, but they also bind to proteins and slow down food movement through the digestive tract. For seniors with weak digestion or a history of constipation, this can make matters worse. A study published in the World Journal of Gastroenterology found that excessive consumption of persimmons, especially on an empty stomach, can lead to bezoars, solid masses that form in the stomach and intestines. Bezoars can cause pain, bloating, nausea, and, in severe cases, require medical intervention. Older adults with slow gut motility or a history of digestive issues are at a higher risk because their bodies don't break down fibrous foods as efficiently as they once did. Another issue with persimmons is their high sugar content combined with slow digestion. When tannins slow down the digestive process, sugars from the fruit can ferment in the stomach, leading to bloating and gas. This can be especially uncomfortable for seniors with irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, or other gut sensitivities. Louise, 74, loved persimmons and ate them regularly. Over time, she noticed worsening constipation and occasional stomach pain. She assumed it was just a normal part of aging, but after a particularly painful episode, she saw a doctor. A scan revealed a partial blockage in her stomach caused by undigested persimmon fibers. After removing persimmons from her diet and increasing her water intake, her digestion improved significantly. For seniors who enjoy persimmons, it's best to eat them in moderation and fully ripe. Unripe persimmons contain even more tannins, increasing the risk of digestive issues. Drinking plenty of water and pairing persimmons with other fiber-rich foods can help reduce the risk. If you have a history of slow digestion or constipation, choosing fruits like pears or melons may be a safer alternative. Paying attention to how your body reacts to different foods can help you avoid unnecessary discomfort and maintain healthy digestion as you age. A study in World Journal of Gastroenterology reported cases where persimmons caused blockages, requiring medical intervention. Louise, 74, had occasional constipation but noticed it got worse after eating persimmons. After removing them from her diet, her digestion improved. What fruits have caused issues for you or someone you know? Share your experience in the comments. Your story might help others. If you found this useful, pass it along to a friend or family member. Not all fruits are safe after 60. Choose wisely for better health and a longer life.